and welcome back for more Explore Tulsa.
You know, in just the last couple of years, so much has changed in the landscape of downtown Tulsa.
ONEOK Field, the BOK Center,
all the new shops, the restaurants, and entertainment.
But the one thing that hasn't changed fast enough is the way we get around downtown.
So we asked Transportation Advisory Board member Bill Leidy just what could be done to change all of that.
Well, the older Tulsa that I grew up with back in the 50s was considerably different than it is now, and we did not have the suburban shopping areas that we had, so all of our retail was located in downtown Tulsa. All of our theaters and entertainment options were located in downtown Tulsa, so it was quite a different atmosphere. Even as late as in the 1960s, Tulsa was the 19th most densely populated large city in the United States. And that's startling because now we're around the 280th largest or most densely populated city, and that was a result of the expansion of Tulsa by annexing over 100 square miles in one single day. We tripled our size. Those developments in the suburban areas began to grow, and as that happened and the retail moved out of downtown, why, it became a place where people came to work during the day, but after hours it was a pretty dead place. And it's only been recently that we've begun to try to reinvent it, and through public investments like the BOK Center and the new ballpark and other amenities that we have offered, and improving the lighting in the streets and the landscaping and so on, the streetscaping. The foundation for any transit system is the bus service, and we really need to improve the bus service. The headway times have been, until very recently, about 55 minutes average. So a lot of times, the simplest trip for a mom to take her kids and go grocery shopping can turn into a 3 or 4 hour episode, or to get anywhere to do anything. So we need to first improve the bus service, the traditional bus service. A number of businesses recently started a downtown trolley system, and it runs on the weekends. And it has, I don't know exactly how many, but it circulates through the Brady District and through the Central Business District and through the BOK District and the Deco District. And it circulates in about a 20-minute pattern, but it's one vehicle, it's free, and people are able to come down and park in a parking area where they have good parking, and they can get on the trolley, they can go visit a number of the nightclubs and the restaurants and the nightlife that we have in downtown Tulsa. The city has been looking at putting that downtown circulator into a regular service that would be operated by the Metropolitan Tulsa Transit Authority, or Tulsa Transit. And so it's going to cost some bucks to get that done, but that is something that would really be an enhancement to all of the other infrastructure improvements that have been going on downtown, all the private investments, the hundreds of millions of dollars that we've invested in growing downtown Tulsa. The number one thing is just to get involved and become informed. And you know, subscribe to the newspaper, look at all the local media, and study and find out what's going on in your community, and become involved and take an interest in things. We're in a very competitive situation. We're competing with other cities globally, not just in the regional area, but we're competing for new businesses, we're competing for new residents and new people, we're competing for students, we're competing on so many different fronts. And we need to be very progressive, and we need to be very studious and very disciplined in our spending to make sure that everything that we do spend is in relationship to a long-term strategic plan that we have. So people, get involved, get interested, get invested, do a little studying, do a little research, find out what's happening, and get out there and put your 2 cents in. Tulsa really is just an incredible place. It really is. Everybody who lives in Tulsa, and after being in real estate for 25 years, to see the people coming in here and they get transferred, and oh my gosh, they're going to have to come to Tulsa. What is in Tulsa? And then they get here and they just fall in love with it. So we have a lot of things to build on. but we're not really living up to our full potential at the moment, in my opinion. And so with a little bit more effort, a little bit more citizen involvement, a little more creativity, a little more vision for the future, and trying to pick up on things, then we can really make a massive change and start moving forward. And so that's what keeps me going, keeps me generated, and that's why I'm interested.